Hey guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy Ever Crisis. This is Al Shalant, and it's Wednesday night, patch night. This is the start of our February content cycle. It's the big night. It's Dirge Part 1 of 3. We just found out there will be 3 parts to Dirge over the coming months. We don't know when Part 2 and 3 will be, but they'll be in the future, and there'll be monthly events like this one. We also got a Vincent feature banner to go along with it. I was wrong. I thought it was going to be a limit break banner, and I'm glad I was wrong. Featured banners are cool. That means more medals for your Timu Kimura wands or your Timu Zenogres. It's also got a new ult. Pretty cool. You can see a trend now with Elemental Arcanum, all allies on the DPS ults. Sweet. Get into that more in a while. With the Dirge event, we got a new Memoria and Escalation. We don't have a new enemy skill. We'll have the banner review and polls later in the video. First, let's get to some announcers. YouTube channel's going strong. We're over 500 subscribers now. We're pushing to the 1,000 subscriber milestone. That's the biggie. I just became YouTube partner a couple weeks ago, so I got members and supers active on the channel. There's some benefits to those. Members will get some of my videos early as soon as I press the publish button, whereas I'll be scheduling them to go out the next morning. So just get a few hours head start on those. Those will be like the fight guides and builds and stuff. These videos, the Wednesday night videos, will still be available for everybody as soon as I publish them. I like to keep these Wednesday night videos, get them out as soon as I can. I work on them all night Wednesday, and if you're still up late Wednesday night, you get to see them. But, and the supers, I don't do live streams, but there are super thanks on the videos. So if you send in a comment and a donation with a super thanks, I'll take those and read them on my Monday night videos that I'm gonna start doing as a regular. They usually add some notices into the game Monday night. So I'll start doing a Monday night video along with some predictors or reminders for what we might see coming the next Wednesday, kind of to hold us off till Wednesday, get a little bit more content in there for you guys. There's one thing I did go over the quality of life wish list on my last video. Towards the end of that one, I discovered something almost shocking in the paid shop, and I wanted to put it up towards the front of this video. I was talking about how, like, the what's it called, the overfeed memories, how they should really stop the drip feed on these. But in the paid shop, they're still trying to sell us the basic ass skill tree memories. Who buys these? And why does there need to be a monthly limit of 5? They need to revisit the paid shop, in my opinion, because I don't think they know what they're trying to sell us anymore. Everything in this daily section is trash and outdated. Hasn't been updated since the game launched. If you're gonna try to sell us stuff in a paid shop, keep it up to date. Maybe we'll spend more money. So that's just a TLDR of the rant I went on earlier this week. Similar with the special shop. This is all shit. You know, who's gonna pay this for 100 memory vouchers when we have thousands of them and 15,000 gil? They haven't looked at many of these sections of the shop since the game launched, and if they updated them, I think they would make some more money. So please, game, look at your shop. Look at what you're trying to sell us. Do better. All right, that's enough for that. Otherwise, Guild Battle's back on this weekend. The mocks are back. I will be doing a video on stage 6 over the next couple days. With Guild Battle this week, if you're thinking after Guild Battle, if you're in need of a change of guild, Avalanche is still looking for one member in the roster. The roster's locked right now, but if you're looking for a change after Guild Battle's over, once the roster unlocks, let me know. Got Elchalant here is my name. You can find me on Discord here like this. From the Ever Crisis unofficial channel, I'm on there, so you should be able to search and find me pretty easily to start a conversation. All right, last announcement, the content plan for this week. So tonight I'm doing the regular Wednesday night video. Tomorrow I'm going to try to get out a build guide for the escalation. Friday I'm going to try to get out a video on Guild Battle mocks. Saturday, I'm going to try to do a video on the healer role. I am doing a series of role comparison videos. I already have the support characters and the tanks out there. So I want to do the healers next. And then if Red 13 or Matt ever get a weapon again, then I'll have reviewed the healers and made all the points of why Aerith is better than the other two, and we'll be able to compare them easier, having recently done it, if they ever get a weapon again, ever in the game. Ever. Maybe. Probably not. And then the midweek update will be Monday, after they add the new notices to the game. So for that one, if you do want me to read any comments, I might take some normal comments too. But any supers for sure, I will read on that midweek update on Monday night. And that'll be like a weekly thing. So if anybody in the community has anything they want to bring up, any concerns or anything, if you send in a super, I'll read it out on the midweek video on Mondays. All right, back to the game. Go over to notices, see what we got today. I'll start with the Dirge event, of course. Part 1 of 3. They have confirmed there will be 3 of these. We got Red 13 event weapon. Arch Azul is the boss. I have not done the story yet, but I'm looking forward to it. With parts 2 and 3 in the future, and Azul is the first boss, I'm assuming we're going to get Nero and Weiss for parts 2 and 3. Yes, please. And this is running until March 6th. It says it here, right? Doesn't it? Yep. So it's running right up until the 2.5 year anniversary, this event, which we don't know a whole lot about yet. And we got some wallpapers. Can we see them? They in the panel missions. So that one's just Vincent holding his gun. Where is the other? Let's take a look at this new wallpaper. Look at that. Kind of blurry. But as you can see, we got Vincent there. We got Yuffie in her Dirge costume, which is pretty similar to her regular one. Kind of a color swap, though, with like a grayish blue top and yellow pants. Boots are a little different. I think she actually buttons these pants, too. Then that's Shalua on the bottom left. She's a new character for Dirge. Oh, I could make it full screen. Sweet. And then look back there. Got Kate Sith. Oh, it went. There we are. Got Kate Sith back there. I think that'd be awesome if we got a Reeve costume for Kate Sith. That would be super sweet. Oh, it just does that automatically. After a couple seconds, it goes away. I can pause it. But yeah, look at Kate Sith and Reeve. Spoiler alert. Having a Reeve costume would be awesome. I think I half joked about it before, but just because it would probably take them a lot of work. They'd have to redo a lot of Kate Sith's animations if they were to replace the toy with Reeve. That would be like a must-have costume, in my opinion. I would love it. Yeah, what else was Dirge? They got the panel missions, the campaign missions, the login bonuses. Almost got this first page done. I'm locked out with 3 days from the first page. They got these medals to get old costumes. And those costumes are the ones that have C abilities on them. Campaign missions, oh, I already finished them all. But look here, it's 3 battles with Red, Aerith, Tifa, Barrett, Cloud. So make sure you do those 30 weapon parts each for doing 3 battles. You could do that without spending stamina too. If you go over to like the training quests, character XP 0 stamina, this one, you could just go in and do these 3 times with each of those characters for 0 stamina. Also in the that's 30 each from those campaign missions, but we're also getting a login bonus with weapon parts for them too. So it's going to be a total of 50 for each character. And if they do this every week, maybe they'll do different characters next week, I'm thinking. So what next it would probably be, if you go in order of how they're listed usually. Yeah, so next week it might be Yuffie, Vince, Sid, Zack, and Seth. Maybe. Weapon parts is good for a login bonus. Weapon parts, refined mithril, I'm not complaining if we get either of those. Oh, we got some new materia recipes too. From the event, you buy from the event shop. Oh, I have some cooking in all the slots already. Let's finish that guy off so I can just show. We got X Sigil for Arrow now. Wind. Zack is an X Sigil character. There is X Sigil in the guild battle. So you might want to cook up one of these bad boys. It'll just be some extra safety so he could help throw a sigil if needed. If you could get a good percentage on one of those, the magic ones. Or even to put it, a material with elemental potency on the Kate Sith, you know? So you'd have like his circle boost and then X in like the other materia slot. Yeah, Wind now has all 3 sigils available. I think it's the second element to do that. Ice has all 3 too. Otherwise, we just got another new materia. Ooh, shiny pink. Faith. Been missing this for a long time. Had bravery for a while. Oh, that's a lot of materials to max out the... Damn. That is a lot. See what it does. Do I have enough to finish it? Eight and a half hours. It's probably only going to be a 4-star. Oh, it was a 5-star. Oh, shit, stats. Got a 5-star on my first try, though. Not bad. 6.5. That'll probably be a 4-star. And I have the shop bonus, the weekly pass, that reduces the time. So you may see higher timers than that. That one was shit. Let's just do these. I have like 20,000 of these anyways. Eight and a half heal with a couple defense. Be nice for Aerith, maybe. Not bad for a first try. And then there's also we're gonna jump in here in just a second. We might do it right now. On the escalation, on the rewards. Now look at this. It's a fire breach materia. We have a recipe for those, but it has fire potency on it and P attack percent. It's like the same stats that the regular elemental potency materias have. So that's interesting because the rolls and the growth on these are different. So I'm interested to see what that'll end up with, especially since we can't make this ourselves yet. Wonder if that means they'll have new recipe for breaches with potency on it coming up. Could be helpful with, like, considering we could use breaches with Abraxas to 3 tier and then 4 tier after a minute. Let's jump straight into this. Got a little team worked out. Brute force it, see how we do. See how far we could get before I get some resistance from the big guy. See, I got auto on. Let's just do auto and see what we do. Yep, he's dead. That's level 5. Running a new Vince with Aerith, of course. And Yuffie with Diner, Plate, and Paintbrush. That's good news. Attacker Nobles, in case you're missing some for your DPS on Guild Battle coming up this week. It's another bonus for them delaying it. You know, one of my guild members was missing out on Zach Nobles. Now he's all set. There's another one. Let's auto this again. And he's dead. Before we could do anything. I didn't even use any ults or anything yet. Yuffie has hers too. Whole bunch of more stuff. Oh, got another one of these to try to make. That's the X Sigil new one, right? Yep. Awesome. Go over to 15, see if maybe we start getting a little bit of resistance from the auto battler now. I actually have to press a couple buttons. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, stunned. I probably would have killed it faster without auto on. It keeps on swapping over. Pretty sure we wanted him to drop that resistance too. This is what happened in the co-op I did earlier. There we go. All right. Turn auto off. It's causing more problems than it's worth now. The animation for Vince is pretty cool. He does a cool little kick flip in the air. It's weird seeing them stand in the same pose as their default costumes. Some of the characters look stranger than others. There's a lot more of those fire breaches. Hope a couple of those turn out well. Awesome. Now we're up to 20. But yeah, I already did co-op with the boys about an hour ago or so. Oh, I still have the speed on. There we go. There's 20. There's my badge. 40. 55. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I got 40 ingots every Sunday to buy the refine from the exchange shop. Yeah, escalation's a good week for ingots and refined. I'm going to turn speed off now. There's 25. Didn't even see the sigil phase yet. Let's see what happens on 30. Aerith might die if she's targeted for that middle one, if she procs reprieve from the earlier attack. Is it gonna kill her? There she is. She's dead. Good thing we don't need her, right? Right, guys? Who needs Aerith? She's already done what she's here for. Shit. I shouldn't have waited. Let's brute force the shit out of this guy. he's going to be dead. I hope. There we go. Easy escalation 30. With half of the new toys. I don't got the ult yet. But time traveling me will show you in a few minutes the pulls for this Vincent costume and weapon. I recorded those first. So coming back to do the rest of the video later on after I just wanted to get the pulls out of the way to do co-op with the boys. All right. Nothing really to spend these on. So that's escalation. Not bad. And then there's there at the end is a sigil phase. I'll show the build really quick. We'll go into more detail tomorrow. But it's yeah, he puts up damage resistance and you have to break his gauge for him to remove it. And you want to break the gauge and have him remove the damage resistance before you break interrupt, which is a mistake we made in co-op. But he was so close to dead, I just finished him off with Odin. So yeah, Vince doesn't have very good sub costumes. Attack all allies and 10% physical command stance is about the best you could do with some boost attack and P-Def. Does that 4 points even... That 4 points doesn't even get him another level. So probably better off doing buff and debuff extension with some more defenses. Yeah. Got Yuffie. Got Aerith. Quick look at this. We'll go over in more detail tomorrow. The new Memoria. I haven't finished leveling it up yet, but it is, once it's level 10, it is good for this fight. Physical leaning, P attack. 20% quadruped. Boss has 4 legs. Wind, great. So all around good for this fight. First time that has happened, I think, since the Final Fantasy 13 event. Or near, maybe? Yeah, near. Let's see what that fire breach will do. Level those up real quick. No, wrong. By obtained. Yeah, let's check these out. See if I get lucky by recording it. That is not bad. Did I just get one roll into PDEF? 84 and 6. So I think you get a roll. You get like a roll. That can go so high if you get lucky. I think I missed 3 rolls. I think you get a roll on every single one. Yeah. Huh. Not good. I wish you better luck than me. Not good. The first one wasn't bad, I guess. What, it looks like 2 rolls went into that. Oh. I can't tell if it was 1 or 2. It was 2 rolls went into that first one. So out of 4 total rolls, because I think these the 5 level ones have a roll on every level. Those aren't super good. Oh. Missed one. Into defense. See how it does to finish it out. second tiers on the materia event are better than that. That materia event just makes it so hard for levelable materia to actually be better. All right, same story here. Let's see if we could get another roll into wind. Come on, give me an 11 wind. 14%. That is pretty fucking good. That's only 0.5% less than the refines. Let's show. See these ones from the event? It's 11.5 and 3. So I got 11 and 3. That's only 0.5% lower. Pretty damn good in my opinion. I'm not complaining. Oh, right. So we gotta get through the rest of the notices. Dungeon ranking coming next week. Yeah, since they delayed Guild Battle, it's gonna be a busy couple weeks for us. Lightning. My guess, from looking at the fortune teller's crystal ball, I think it's gonna be magic lightning, and not even from the fortune teller, just because we just had a physical lightning weapon with, excuse me, just had a physical lightning weapon with Santa Sid. So I think, and we haven't had magic lightning, like not including crossovers, like Dragon Quest had both, you know, but we haven't had like a featured magic lightning since Halloween 2024 with Crow Familiar, I believe, for Vince. And with Vince's new ult, with Spenders being able to pity it probably next week, and with his Galleon Roar weapon and the costume for MDef Down 4, it just sounds like we're going to get a main DPS for Magic Lightning next week, and then Vince will probably be the support, doing the M attack up, MDef down for 3 with the plus tier, and then Crow Familiar to like off DPS with his new ult. Then he'll probably, I'm thinking the banner next week for Magic Lightning, it can be, might be Yuffie again, they love her, or maybe it'll be OG Seth's first not limited banner. Those are my two best guesses. Ifrit co-ops up, but we didn't get a summon uncap again, so 2 months in a row with no summon uncap. 2 months in a row with no enemy skill. And they never put Leviathan on co-op. Been waiting for that for over a year to come back. It's the only EX co-op I don't have is Leviathan for a first time clear. That's it for the news tonight. We could go back and look at this event and update preview notice to see what we got and what is still coming for February. This is like a mini roadmap. So we got Dirge Part 1. They're saying the 2-year anniversary Reawaken Limit Break draw is going to come in February. So that'll be coming up in a couple weeks. Trial of the Summons Fury is going to return in February too. Didn't come today, but we can look forward to that in February. So we have a lot of power creep since September, so you may be able to beat those fights now if you weren't before. And the Materia Hunt's coming back in February. Not today, probably in a couple weeks. Then it says March, early March for that buff and debuff text. So a lot of this is still coming. It tells us a little bit about what we can still expect for the next month or so. I like this kind of notice. It gives us a little insight into what's coming in the game, since we were flying a little blind for a while there. after the roadmap ended in December. I think they fixed the max damage challenge scores too. Did somebody get a new one? Yeah, I'm second place now. So one person went and broke it. Yeah. So you could get more than 99999 now. Awesome. Anybody work on wind yet with Vincent? Not yet. Cool. Oh, there's another thing we noticed in co-op today that I'm going to make a separate video for this and send in a bug report to see. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's intended, but like, you know, the command stance weapons, like Lightning's Rod, or like even Rocker's guitar does 20%, or like Sid's Santa costume does 50% using the costume C ability. Well, we noticed when you do co-op, the command stance doesn't apply to the other players because everybody has their own command stance in the co-op. Only applies to the person that used it. So I'm gonna. We recorded a test video. I'm gonna publish it and link it to a bug request to see if that is intended or not. Because that kind of sucks if you can't increase command stance for the other players in co-op, you know, just because 3 players have 3 command stances. I'm not sure if it's intended or if it was an overlook, you know. Yeah, we're going to be getting into the banner polls pretty soon now. Just want to make sure everybody takes care and keeps an eye on their blue crystal stash. The 2.5 year anniversary is only 5 weeks away now. We got 5 Wednesdays plus like 2 days. It's going to be on a Friday night, March 6th. So like 5 weeks and just 2 days is going to be the 2.5 year anniversary. So just keep an eye on your blue crystals, because those will be limit break banners, and it does look like these are going to all be featured banners. That means you could wishlist them later. So also they brought back the red crystal banner for Vince here. This is like the gambling banner where it has the guarantee on the 3rd stamp, where if you get 3 ones in a row, which I do often, that costs more than the 5K shop copy. So that's a gamble I'm not willing to take. I would rather get the shop copy for sure than gamble. Because, you know, also with my luck, these guarantee 5 stars are going to be shit anyways. Oh, that's why they have the ingots in the exchange. Because if you do both of them, it's kind of strange. Yeah, there's more refined mithril. Who's going to go that heavy on a red crystal banner? That is out of control. Somebody trying to plus 20 it on the first week. Yeah, they added Santa Sid to the tickets and the free polls and like the daily quests that you get on Wednesday and Sunday. So Santa Sid is in there. And then the next time they add stuff to the featured pool, it'll probably be after the 2.5 year. And we're going to get a lot. We're probably going to get all of these. Barrett, Kate, Zach, probably Vincent, and whoever's next too. Probably get a good 5 or 6 of them in there. Yeah, we're watching Power Creep. The 1340s Lightning is the only element that doesn't have one yet. And we got a Lightning dungeon next week, so it looks like the word has been said. We even have 1340s for physical and magic for a lot of them. It'll just be fire. Fire's the only one who doesn't have a physical 1340. I think we're getting fire this month too. Thinking physical fire is going to be the guild battle, since we don't have a physical fire nuke yet. And we're getting that magic one next week. Hope it's for a good character. A Yuffie or a OG Seth would be pretty awesome. All right, let's get to the banner review and polls. Go over and check out the new Vincent. Let's look at his new weapon first. Transgressor, physical wind. 4642. Not bad, not perfect. So we still need 9 points to max out P attack. He does have his, what is it called, short barrel. That's a 3152 that could fit his offhand for this quite nicely. Triangle sigil boost is expected. 1340 physical wind is expected. And then we got physical weapon boost, 30% to self. And a 30% exploit weakness to self when HP is more than 70%. It's a little low. Since it's on the weapon, the same weapon that is the damage nuke, 30% is actually in line, I think, with let's look at last one Tifa had. Which were the lightning gloves. Yeah, that's in line. For it being the nuke itself and applying exploit, 30% is fine. Okay. Because if it was an offhand from the attacker that they have to apply separately, it would be like 40%. That's cool. 698 is the base stat. It's almost up 700. That's pretty high. Let's look at the lowers. Starts at 600 with a 20% weapon boost, 20% exploit. 720 at OB1, just extends the timers on those. OB6 is 1080, which is as strong as our last physical wind weapon, Tifa's anime bracelets. And 25% on the weapon boost and exploit. I just want to double check that. Tifa was 1080, I'm pretty sure it was. Because they had nerfed her from the 1060. Okay, yeah. So a little bit stronger than her President's Bracelet was. Because they nerfed these from the 1120 norm back then because they had utility on them. Which they don't do anymore. Alright. So that's the weapon. Pretty solid physical wind weapon. Want to keep in mind though, last time we saw a physical wind weapon was the anime event back in April, and the last time we used them was a dungeon event in April. So we might not see another physical wind boss after this Dirge event for quite a while. So take note of that. Let's look at the costume next. 2 charges, boost wind all allies, audit. So this is a new wind arcanum, 30% and then 20% physical command stance bonus with HP. That's okay for this build. This isn't what I wanted to see though. I would have preferred to see an all elements costume for Vince, since he doesn't have one yet, and he's going to have problems finding sub costumes for his builds. But this will now make it so he covers what, five element arcanums. Got earth, lightning, fire, ice, now wind. That's 5. Which was he missing? Water. So he's just missing a water arcanum. And this is now 3 physical, 2 magic. And that nifty sea ability on here is selfish to self, wind up, mid to extra high. So Zach's last week was mid to high for everybody. This one's selfish, but it goes to extra high. It's got 2,000% potency on it. Not bad. Not bad. And look at his new ult. So they gave him the same R ability that gives everybody extra Arcanum. The same R ability that Yuffie had. That's good to see. That's just adding 30% extra elemental power to everybody. Have him and Yuffie in the team, and that's just gonna stack on top of each other. And weapon boost on interrupt, 40%. But what does it do on cast? So for him, on cast, to self, it gives physical damage bonus, 40%. So that's higher than the damage bonus that we've seen so far on like Kukui and Lightning's Rod and the elemental weapons. So that's 40% only to self, physical and magic bonus. Haste for everybody, and it increases his limit gauge to 100%. So if we're going to be using his like limit break 3, I think gives him extra high P attack, M attack off the jump. Yeah. So could use his ult, then go right into his limit break if we need to. So that solves his not having P attack, M attack to himself. Solves it quickly by allowing him to LB right after the ult's cast. Interesting. And is it 0 seconds on initial? Yes. And then 60 seconds for the second charge. I like it. It's almost there. Like I said, I would have rather saw him get an all elements costume. I think his next banner needs to be an all elements costume to bring him in line with all the other attackers for damage output with their sub costumes. Because if we go and look right now, let's say we have this new Wind Arcanum on his front. Just put that one there as a placeholder. Then what do we have for subs? We have attack all allies with 10% physical ability potency. The ice doesn't matter. His fire one doesn't have anything that'll help. It's just fire, more fire. So that one doesn't help. Lightning doesn't help. HP magic defense doesn't really help for damage output. Magic ability mastery doesn't help for a physical build. Might want his reprieve if we don't have Aerith in the group. And otherwise, this is magic command stance, magic defense down tier increase, and it has the buff and debuff extension on it. So that's probably like the second best. Or this one. It's Devil Gunner's Coat that has defenses and buff and debuff extension. So he doesn't really have two good physical sub costumes. You're either going to go with the reprieve or with defenses and buff and debuff extension. Then the other one's going to be this attack all allies with the command stance 10%. It'll be 10% as a sub. So that's why I wanted to see an all elements costume for him. But we get what we get. I just hope that he gets a new costume sooner than later again. And that it'll be all elements. Let's look at the stamp card. So yeah, they have these medals on the stamp card. I think you get 200 of them through page 2. 5 copies of the weapon. So OB4 by the end of page 2. And then third page has the refined mithril like it has been. Those weapon or those gear medals, you could exchange them for. These are all some of the gear that they added C abilities to. Probably gonna go for Aerith's for the first one for myself. These are costumes I just hadn't picked up yet since they weren't that special before they added the C abilities to them, and they still really aren't that special. Yeah, Matt's is kind of shit. Just +2 ATB. Hers is P attack up, all allies, which is kind of weird because the feather gloves go with bunny gloves, and that's the magic build. But oh well. That's kind of bizarre to me. And this one is what? Healing amp? Regen? Not bad. Yeah, I'm probably going to get the Aerith one first. But that's that for the stamp card. My wish list, I just went with, notice they extended Barrett's banner because of the guild battle delay, but you can still wish list it. So it's added to the wish list. That's awesome. Otherwise, I just put in Killer Hornet. I have it like +18. So if I finish it off, that's fine. Then Pulse Guns at +18, Partisans at +18, Holiday Bells at +13. So I just put win stuff since it's a win guild battled. I think I'm only using the Partisan as a sub, but I'd rather take the opportunity to try to finish off those +20s. So get what you need for guild battle. If you still do, if you're gonna pull and you still do need subs for guild battle, Partisan from Sid is great. Pulse Gun is a great boost attack wind. Apocalypse from Cloud has the same R abilities. Then you got Floral Wand, another boost attack wind, which is like a 62-42. And then you got Holiday Blade and Sephiroth Serrated are like the alternates to the new Zack and Kate Sith. That's it for wishlist. Let's get started on these polls then and keep our fingers crossed. Really want some luck this week. It would be nice. Here we go. Two stamps is not a bad start. First guaranteed weapon. Two Vincents. It's don't bait me and we'll be just fine. Also, I didn't show, I do have a ton of Vincent weapon parts, like 1,500 of them. I don't like using weapon parts on featured banners, but I can do it if I need. I'll go back out and show. So I did get 2 of them. Awesome. So OB1 off the first pull. Grab out those tickets. I'll go back out and show weapon parts and stuff. Also, I didn't mention it's not an LB banner. I thought since it was Dirge, it would be LB banners since like Advent Children came with LB banners, but being featured is nice. We got like 1,500 of these bad boys. So I wouldn't feel bad about using some of them, even though it's a featured weapon, even though I'd tell anybody else not to use those on featured weapons. But yeah, it's a featured banner. And the only other thing before we get back into polls, sorry, I got sidetracked, is This will be 1,000 rousing medals will be obtainable. That's OB8 for Timu Kimura. If you get all the featured weapons since this started to OB2 or higher. All right, let's go in for the second pull. That little break will give us some luck. Yeah, it did. There's a red boy. There's 3. Hope that 5-star stamp will not fuck me. I hate those 5-star stamps. It's just bad luck all the time for me. Single weapon. We do have a 1.5% chance. That raises the percent on these. And it's not even a wish list. Of course. No way. All right, let's get down to it. Pulling again. 1 stamp. All right, that evens out. There's our second guarantee. And I'm planning on going to like the second stamp of page 3 to get the refined mithril. I'm not going to go to the second refined mithril on page 3. All right, that's OB2. Grab tickets. As a spender, the tickets is how you save money incrementally. 1 stamp, that sucks. Because 5K tickets for 2 10 pulls is less than 6K crystals. Deadpool. There you go. 2. All right, we're back on it. That's our 5th pull. Don't bait me, Vincent. Dang. Okay, cool. So that's 2 non-guarantees. So we're walking out of page 2 with at least OB6. And like I said, I don't mind to use weapon parts. We're on track already. It cannot be a bad night, pretty much. Unless I keep getting 1 stamps now. It'd be a shame if I had to go into my crystals because of so many 1 stamps. So that's pull number 6. I don't even want to say it. Let's just see if it happens. Deadpool. Fingers crossed. All right, we're off of the first page in 7 pulls. That's what I was gonna say. That more than 7 is over average. So we're on average at least. And 3 was great. Oh, here's Murasami. There wasn't guarantee. That was the costume stamp. And we got another Vincent. Don't bait me, Vince. Show me that weapon. There you go. OB7 coming off page 2 now. We're on track for. That's a plus 19 partisan. Get those tickets up. Come on. 2. Nice. Let's pull 8. It's hilarious that every time we have a Vincent banner, I actually have decent luck and I don't even get to use his weapon parts ever. Same thing that happens with Angeal. All right. Next one will have a guarantee on it. Don't be a 1. Of course it's a 1. 9th pull. So it'll be 5. Plus 19 on the pulse gun. Don't be a 1. I gotta stop saying that, I guess. Pull number 10. Nothing. Then we got that 5-star stamp is next. We'll pull 11. Looks like I'm gonna walk out of here with tickets. Damn, 3. Is that 3 ones in a row now? Yeah, 3 ones in a row. Need to turn that around. Show me a Vincent for that 5-star stamp. Come on, game. And it's red 13, not even on wish list. All right, this is pull number 12, I believe. Red boy, yeah. And there's 3. That evens those shit 1 stamps out. Got a guarantee here. There'll be OB something. Just a guarantee. OB6 now, right? Yeah, almost OB7 from weapon parts. Don't be a 1. God damn it. Is that 4? 13, is that 14 pulls? So we're over average now. That was 13 pulls, I think. So this is 14. And that's average for getting off of page 2. Do I want to go for that refined mithril? Might as well for the content, eh? We got OB7, almost OB8. Let's go one more. See if it's a 2 stamp. Oh yeah, and we're done. We got that refined mithril, and we're out of here. Gonna give me something for the extra pull. Come on, give me something. Goofy. That's okay. I think we did okay today. And I had a butt ton of weapon parts. Got halfway, 15 pulls, so that's halfway to pity on the ult. Wasn't really expecting to get it tonight. That's okay. We'll get it next week. A-okay, and 20 tickets left over for next week. That's good. I will call that a win. Rarity ascending. Didn't hit a Barrett. Wish list. It'll get there. Still have over 1,000 Vince parts left. Not bad in my opinion. Like I say, I don't recommend most people using weapon parts on featured weapons. Just because I want to go slam that escalation boss real quick without trying. I'll just bring this real quick up to 130. Give me a seed ability percent. It'd be good if it was an offhand. Try one more of those. 2%. 1374. We want to get over 5%, so it goes to 1400. I'm gonna have to do this off camera to finish it up, but that'll be a good start. Maybe throw some purples at it too. So that is Vince. Let's put them together. New costume. Oh, I gotta buy the costume, don't I? It's in an exchange. It's weird that it has the mithril ingot here when it's the first time his costume came around. It's like I guess they're just future-proofing it for when it reruns, you know? They have it already set up. There we go. New one. And where's that one that would probably be the good sub? Short barrel. This is the 3152. 56 if you level it up, which I'm gonna do. So just those two. Oh, where did it go? Just those two bring him to boost attack 7, wind 8. You just need a bunch of boost attack and we're gonna go with that. I think I might go with reprieve. I don't know if we're bringing in Aerith. Winds. Need some physical ability potency to build this guy out. With some boost attack. That'll probably do it. P attack 7, boost attack 6, wind 8, ability potency 3, physical ability potency 7. Could probably be something better, but that'll be a starting point. Alright, and those were the banner review and polls. I think we're about getting wrapped up here for the night. We were talking about the dungeon earlier, and I've kind of come back around on this. I was saying I think it might be magic lightning that we see next week. I'm thinking physical now, because we just got physical brand stones farmable in the event for the month, and the magic of brandstone event just went away. So I don't think they would fuck us that hard and give us a dungeon where you can't farm brandstones for it. That's something that they haven't really done to us. So, but either way, both physical lightning and magic lightning both need major help. A featured weapon being a new lightning nuke will be great, because most major DPS weapons for lightning are crossover weapons. Let's see. You got the original Murasami. Let's go default order. Got the original Murasami, 750. Hits like a wet noodle nowadays. The new for physical is this 760. Well, I think I got a brand on that. 720 with a 1.5. So what is that, like 1080? Not bad. Magic, I think the highest potency is Crow Familiar, which is 940 with a 1.2, 1128. Sid's got his 670 with a 1.2 debuffer. Sid's got physical 920 with lightning bonus. This just went on with not wish list. It has been wish listable, but it just went into tickets and into weapon vouchers. So if we get physical lightning next week, we'll probably want to bring that. Might be a good use of some weapon vouchers if you don't have it OB6 or higher yet. The sigil boost 2. And we're getting into like Zenogre. It's a 940 1.2. So Zenogre and Erdrick are about the best for physical. Those are both crossovers. Then you get into the LB for Keith Sith, which does P attack up and enfeeble, which isn't really as needed as much. We get it elsewhere probably. Magic Lightning, Crow Familiar is a feature. That's great, but then you get into like the Dragon Quest sword for Seth. Which isn't really that much. What is that, like 960? But it brings M attack up. That's when they were like debuffing, and it's AoE. They were nerfing weapons for bringing utility still back in August. What else do we got for magic? Kirin, super outdated though. 940 doesn't have the 1.2 because it brings M attack up to mid. It was nerfed because of utility. So yeah, either way, physical or magic, both need help. I think it's going to be physical though, since we got the physical brands that are farmable. And the Sid is a support probably, since he just got added into the weapon voucher tickets things. Otherwise, yeah, just keep an eye on your blue gem stash. It looks like we're going to get a bunch of featured weapons this month, and that's awesome. Going into anniversary in March, give us some time to save up some crystals. So take care, because we don't know what to expect from the 2.5 year in terms of banners. Think of it this way. At the 2 year, we got 2 triple banners, which was just outrageous in my opinion. Before that, both the 1 year and the 1.5 year had 4 single banners. That's a little bit more reasonable. It's a lot, but at least they're singles, and you get the 1.5 odds on them. At 1.5 on a single, whereas only 1% on double banners and triples. But then back at the 6-month anniversary, they were double banners. Cloud and Glenn. So Ice Cloud and Waterboy Glenn were on the first one together. And then Fire Zack and Protector's Blade were on the second one together. So we don't really have a prediction for how the banners are going to be for the 2.5 year anniversary, since they've been so different each time. They've done single banners more times, but the last time was 3 triples, and the first time was 2 doubles. So we don't know what to expect. Hard to make a good prediction off of that. So just take care, watch your gem count, and we'll be looking forward to it. That's it for tonight. If you have any comments you want to bring up for discussion on the midweek video next Monday, go ahead and send me a super if you could, or I'll probably even check the regular comments of this video too to see if there's anything worthwhile to discuss next Monday. Otherwise, I hope you have a good week. I have some videos planned for the upcoming days for Escalation, Guild Battle, Healer Role comparisons. And I'll see you then. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Be safe. Be warm.
Hey, guys. One last thing. This just came to mind, and I wanted to make sure to throw this in the video. We've talked lately, or I was just talking about how the 2.5 year anniversary is coming up, and watch your crystals, you know? All these banners are featured. 3 of these weapons are wind. We don't typically get a lot of wind bosses in the game, so unless you're having a real hard time with guild battle and want to be super competitive, or having a hard time with that escalation, I wouldn't go overboard on these banners. Do as I say, not as I do, pretty much, you know. We probably won't see wind for a long time after this, after 3 weeks in a row. The same thing happened last year in April for the anime event. We got Tifa and Barrett wind, and then this is the next time we saw wind since last April, pretty much. But that's it. Just wanted to add that in there to just beware, you know, be careful, because 2.5 years coming up, you want to make sure you got some crystals for it. Dirge is exciting, but wind is not a common element in the game up to this point for almost 2.5 years, so we may not see fights that require these weapons again for a while. By then, you'll probably be able to get them with weapon vouchers, gotcha tickets, etc. So, you know, so I'm just bringing that up. So I'll see you guys next time. Be safe, stay warm. Bye.